Howdy, howdy. Thank you for clicking in. You got Digital Asset Hutch here, and we're going to go ahead and bring you everything you need to know about that US economy and digital asset space. And what got you clicking in here today is Bitcoin going to go below $20,000 ever again? Well, hopefully by some of the information I give you here today, you can make your own decision because I won't be telling you because I have no idea. I just think Bitcoin's at a point currently where we stand where it could go down or up, and frankly, what I can go ahead and show you from that as well is, you know, people who are in the market also don't know whether it's going to go up or down. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the CBBI data, then we'll go into why I say even the people that are trading right now don't know which way the market's going to go. And then I'll go ahead and dive into the chart to show you all why I wanted to make this video here today, because we did recently established a new local high, so I thought to bring that to y'all's attention. So let's go ahead and dive right in and get started for y'all today. We're coming in at 11 for that peak on that CBBI, which it kind of is a nice little bullish indicator, because as you can see from markets past, whenever we hit 1 or 2, and then right after that we have a nice parabolic increase to double-digit CBBI confidence. So this is something I wanted to highlight for y'all before we even get started today, is because it looks, if you pay attention to these bottom areas, we're starting to play out very similar to market passes. So this is something to keep your eye out for. But let's go ahead and dive into why I'd say that even the people trading don't know. And that's, if you look at the long and short, you got 50.5% of the people trading right now are long, which means they think the price will go up from here. And then you have 49.5% of the people think and betting that the market are going to go down. And if you aren't familiar with what a short is, how the short works is people go and borrow an asset from someone, and then they will sell it, promising to buy back into it at a later date to close that position. Now, why is that important to know? Because what started this most recent price push to that new local high? Well, a lot of shorts got liquidated. And when I mean a lot of shorts got liquidated, I want to go ahead and point out almost $500 million in one day got liquidated. So as you can tell, if they're getting liquidated and it's forcing these people to go and buy the asset in the market, if people are buying all of these assets to close that short position from being liquidated, then obviously the price is going to go up, because you have a big influx in the supply and the demand, or not the supply, the demand of that asset. So that's why I wanted to kind of point this website out for y'all. It's called coinglass.com. Really suggest y'all go ahead and bookmark it to your browser, because not only does it show you who's long and short, it shows you liquidation. You can go to the homepage and just kind of show you coin market cap as well. In a way, it'll show you the price and then per exchange. So this is just something that is really good to have on your data, because it also shows you how many shorts and the ratio up top as well. You don't have to go into that screen, but where you would find it is liquidation and then also short versus long. So let's go ahead and jump into the charts after you can kind of see why I say I'm not sure where we're going, but the traders don't know either. Now let me go ahead and show you some bullet points to where, or just some examples or some argumentative points on why the price could go up. So why it could go up is we did recently break out of this descending triangle. And I do only really do TA to get entry points into the market for my new positions. I don't really do it for swing trades. I'm more of a buy and hold for long term kind of person, less of buy and trade for the 24 to week time frame. So just kind of set that out there. So if y'all notice my TA skills aren't the best, it's just because I don't do it every day. I do it for when I'm trying to get in for a long term hold. But as you can see, we did just recently break out of that descending triangle, and we actually did go above that recent, or that relative local high, and we're causing some nice rejection to get below that, which is kind of expected. But this is good, because we did actually crash through a level of resistance that I thought would cause us some problems in that FTX local support that it had before the eventual crash. So as you can see, we did run up right to it. We did have a little bit of consolidation before just instantly going right through it. We even went through the 25-day moving average. We went through the 200-day moving average. We went through the 50-day moving average. So everything smashing through those moving averages is typically a bullish sight to see. Now also with those two bullish indicators, as you can see on a lower time frame, not really the 1 day, but on a 4-day or even a 1-day time frame, or 1 hour, sorry, not 4-day, 4-hour, 1 hour time frame, we have a nice bullish flag coming in, a bull flag as some would call it. And as you can see, what you would do for this is you would draw a trend line here, and then we're just going to do a nice sloppy one. We're not going to actually hit the points, but more or less you're going to make a nice little flag out of what happened with the lines. And then in order to get a nice price prediction off of this, you would go ahead and take it and move it to the top of where it would break out. So as you can see, this nice bull flag that we do have forming for us on the 1 hour and 4 hour has a nice pit stop for us all the way at $25,000. For Bitcoin, 25,500, just that nice $26,000 range. Now, obviously, I don't think the market's going to go up forever, because when have we ever seen that? We do typically see corrections, which is another reason you have to look at both bull and bear indicators. Because also, if you look at the volume by price, which I unfortunately can't get on this TradingView account because you do need to be a paid subscription to have that indicator, it shows you pretty much the volume the volume of Bitcoin, pretty much where people hold it at what price, and we're sitting right at top of a mountain that actually also ends around that $25,000 to $26,000 range. But also with the peak of a mountain, it's also got a cliff below us to send us back to around that 18.5 range. So these are two ranges I'm looking at right now, because if we do get a correction to that range, I will definitely be making my bags a little heavier. Not financial advice by any means, just for my own personal bags, I will be accumulating more. Now, if you kind of zoom out a little bit and focus on another indicator that doesn't look so bullish for us, and that would be the relative strength index. So why I kind of want to pull that up and show this to y'all is because we're sitting at around 89, 90, which if you look in Bitcoin's past, we haven't done many times before. So let me go ahead and get this drawn out for y'all, and that way we can compare what has happened in the past. But we're going to go ahead and draw a horizontal trend line on the relative strength index going all the way across to see where has it touched this line before. We had 3 times in 2019. We're not going to go over each and one of these. I just want to kind of highlight so you can pause the video and see what might have happened. And then we had one more. Well, I guess that was pretty close of one, I will say. And then we had this one over here. So as you can see, we kind of come to this territory 5 times in Bitcoin's past, and each time I would say about 5 out of the 6, maybe 4 out of the 6, we've had a nice correction. Let's go ahead and zoom in so you can see it better. Sorry, I don't know why we're drawing lines everywhere. Let's go ahead. So with the first one, going back to the very beginning of Bitcoin's history, we had it and nothing much came from it, right? We had it, we went up. Well, actually, we were on the wrong candle. It went up, and we had a nice correction of 27% before reaching an all-time high. And I do want to highlight that not all of these did come at Bitcoin's all-time high. Some of them did come in the middle of that bull market, which it was just showing, oh, we were going up and we needed that correction before actually getting to that all-time high, which is important to know. Because as you can see here, it did happen on this all-time high, and we did have the correction. But before it, in this bull run of 2019, we actually hit it 2 other times, and we hung out in that area before having the correction. So we were at the all-time high at the top, but beforehand we had a nice pump before of about 20%, and then we had the correction. So we even hit it here, and we had a small correction of, you couldn't even see that, so let's get a better, you gotta zoom in even more, sorry. As you can see, we had a nice pump and then corrected, but ultimately stayed consolidated in this range before kind of having a nice smaller correction that ultimately led into the RSI correcting of 10%. So that is why I kind of wanted to point out the RSIs, because we are very, very overbought right now, which typically when someone is overbought, the price will correct downwards, and then when you're oversold, it will typically go upwards to correct that. And how you can kind of gauge where we're oversold and overbought based off of the RSI is, you see that box range they have here, it's at 30 to 70. So whenever you're below that 30 is typically considered oversold, and that is when you could typically see a correction upwards. And then when you're above 70, that is typically when you're overbought and you could see that price downwards. So quick summary is, I don't know whether or not we're going to go below 20,000 ever again. It doesn't look like anyone does. What I can say is just continue to dollar cost averaging in and prepare for the future, because I do believe that that bottom is in. Now, I hope you guys did enjoy today's content. If you could go and please comment below your thoughts on today's video. Also drop a like and subscribe. And I hope y'all do have a good 2023, and I hope we can all continue to make our bags heavier. That way we can reap the reward when 2025 comes around and we're enjoying that exponential growth. Now, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your week and stay safe out there. Bye bye.